Hello everyone, my name is Shion Olariwaju. Welcome back to my channel, The Healthy Girl Pod, where I share my health journey with you guys and I hope you come along with me. Thank you for people who have watched my previous videos, who have subscribed to my channel, who have shared this channel with other people, who have commented, who have liked this video. You're helping the visibility, you're helping more people get the information that they need to live healthier lives. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. So today I'm going to be talking about how to have a healthier finance. So this is like a very good topic that I want to share today because I feel like I studied accounting, that's my background, from the University of Abuja, Nigeria. And I think that a lot of people think having a good finance just comes, you just know how to save, no, you have to have a plan if you are going to have a better finance. So today I'm going to be showing you how I try to have a healthy finance in the world of today. I don't know wherever you are, be in Nigeria, be in the UK, be in the US, be in Canada. I don't know, wherever you are in the world, the prices, the cost of living is just skyrocketing and everything is getting more and more difficult. I don't care where you are. It's not as easy as it used to be. Businesses are folding up, some more than others. People are losing their homes, people are losing their finances, and it's looking like revelation-ish, looking like an end time-ish, perilous time-ish. Everything is just going upside down. Bread is so expensive, fuel is so expensive, housing expensive, basic things that you say, oh, this is poor man food, like gari, like beans. Like I don't even like beans, but now I mean beans is even too expensive for me. If I like this, I like moi moi, I like akara, but please, how many people can afford that right now? A pint of beans is how much? Things are just crazy expensive. So that's why I decided to do this video for this week, to show you how I try to have a healthier finance in these perilous times. I think let me just put it that way. So if this is the kind of thing you want to know, if you're interested in knowing more about this, then keep on watching. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 ways that I'm able to navigate the economy and protect my finances and also be able to afford the lifestyle that I'm accustomed to. Because what you realize is when things get worse, the first thing that affects is your lifestyle. So perhaps you used to like register at the gym and you go gymming. First of all, the fuel is very expensive. Let's say the gym is just like maybe like 3 streets away, or like the next town, or the next area. You have to get fuel in your car and go. Even if you're going to take an Uber or Bolt, it's more expensive now. So the first thing the economic crisis affects is your lifestyle. You have to forgo other things so that the main thing can be catered to, like health, like food, like accommodation. Those are the things. If you have a roof over your head, if you have food to eat, and if you have good health, then that of your children, if you have children like someone like me, and if you have multiple children, see, it gets, before the school fees were just like very little. Now the school fees is almost impossible to pay. You have to think about it. Even some schools are raising funds to be able to afford to buy what they call solar panel, so that the school fees doesn't increase. I mean, some schools are doing that, so that we will not increase our school fees. So if people donate money for us, let us buy inverter and everything, just to keep the cost low, so that we don't have to keep buying fuel, and the price of fuel keeps increasing. So the lifestyle is the first thing that changes. So the first thing I'm going to definitely talk about when I want to talk about how I'm able to have a healthier finance in an economic crisis, number 1 is having a lifestyle change. So having a lifestyle change is very important. Why is it important? You have to live below your means. Okay, so not above your means. So you have to live below your means. So what this means is that if you normally eat like a lap of chicken every meal, like morning, afternoon, night, you have to have like a drumstick with it. Perhaps try having it maybe like once a day. Your lifestyle has to change because you have to adjust to the economy. And I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself, and I'm not saying don't spend on things that you value, but you have to still think about it and spend within your means, because what you could afford before, you can no longer afford it. So living the same lifestyle you lived when the economy was still wasn't in crisis, is going to get you in trouble, right? You're going to ruin yourself. You're going to be bankrupt. You might need money to do things, and you might not have it, and you have to now do GoFundMe and all the things like that. So you have to first of all determine that I'm going to live within my means. That's the first step in having a healthier finance. So there are things that you used to do that are luxury. Those things you have to cut them down, or you have to stop doing them. Absolutely, or find a cheaper way to do them. So like if you register at a gym, how many times do you go to the gym anyway? Right? You don't even really use it. Why don't you just walk around your compound and find a way to just lose weight around, walk 10,000 steps, or use the walls in your house to do the sit-ups or whatever. Use your environment. You don't need instruments. You don't need to go to the reason why you need a gym is because you need someone to inspire you. You can have like a group of friends, inspire each other, and have like a group of friends that do like early morning gym together, in a community. If you don't have friends around, you could do it online so that you people are inspiring each other. So find a way to do things cheaper, find a way to do things more affordably. You don't have to pay to do them things that you used to pay for. So like if you used to pay for your clothes to be dry cleaned, invest in a washing machine and wash your clothes yourself. So invest in a washing machine and wash your clothes yourself. Okay, so just try whatever means you can to reduce how you spend money. Get things cheaper. Walk around it. Get things freer. Do you understand? Get a healthier version. Get a better version. Get a cheaper. Just get an alternative that doesn't cost as much money but gives you the same result, right? So that is my number one way of having a healthy finance in an economic crisis. The number two thing that I do to keep a healthier finance in an economic crisis in this day and age is that I try to increase my source of income. That goes without saying. So like if you were earning 100,000 Naira last year when dollar was still like probably 700, 800 Naira. Dollar is like 1,005 now. That's like almost times two, like literally times two of what it was last year. You have to increase your income by two to maintain your lifestyle, right? So even if you cannot increase it by two, right? If you cannot increase by two, you can actually add to it. So it doesn't have to be times two, but actually get another, way money is coming in. I don't care if you are buying pure water and selling them, buying it from the factories and selling them in your neighborhood, in your house or whatever. Or you're selling recharge cards, or you're doing POS transaction, or you have somebody. I don't know what you have to do to have a second income, but you have to look for a second income. If it's something you know how to do with your hands, you can make beads, you can, I don't know what you can do. You know how to knit, you can knit cardigans. I don't know. You can make skincare products, shea butter, oil, you can use it to make body butter. I don't know. You can make hair. On the weekends, make hair. Whatever it is, make sure you have a second income to have a healthier finance in an economic crisis. Because let me tell you, your last year's salary, your last year's income will not be enough for this year. Capiche? So you have to find a way to increase your source of income. Very important. You have to make more money than you were making in the past. You have to search within yourself. Think about things you can do. If it is selling food, if it is buying and selling things, buying from China and selling in Nigeria, buy and sell, but keep in mind the economy situation of the world, of the country. So are people going to be able to afford what you're selling? Is what you're selling a necessity? Is it something that can be sold? Is it something people are necessarily looking at in economic, crisis? I know that when it comes to economic, when there is recession and all of that, there are some things that actually always sell. Food will never go out of fashion. Food and drinks, people will always buy because people need to drink and eat to survive. So it's something that you should actually think about when it comes to adding, to your income sources. So think about food. One other thing that will never go in is things that women used to beautify themselves. No matter how the situation of the country is, hair must be made. Face must shall look good. I don't care. You must shall rub cream. Like, I don't know how. So food and women things must continue, to be available because women have to have them. Those are the things that are essential. So things like sanitary pads. I don't know if you can start your own sanitary pad brand. I don't know, just something. Just think about anything. What do you have in your hand? What talent do you have that you don't, that you are not, that you think you can easily do that other people, you even see that something that is not worth it, but you can do it easily. Start doing it. If it's knitting, like I said, knit. If you can sew, go and sew. If it's to be sewing shorts or dress for church, for children, for kids, you can do it. Parents will buy for their children. They might not wear clothes on themselves, but parents will buy clothes for their children. So think about things you can use, they can sell that appeals to parents as well. It's another way to increase your, whatever you do, just increase your source of income. So that is the second way that I am able to manage my finances and help me keep my finances healthy in an economic crisis. Something that I do to keep my finances healthy in an economic crisis is I keep my money stable. I don't know how to put that in a word that you understand. Because the Naira right now is volatile. It's very volatile. You have to keep your finances, especially most of it, your funds, your emergency funds, your in an investment that is safe and that keeps the value of your money. So I don't know what that is. It might be crypto. I don't know if that's legal in Nigeria. If it's no longer legal, please don't do it. Don't quote me and say I said you should go and put your money in crypto. If it's in dollars, if you can invest in stocks, or stocks are not stable. So please, something like maybe like bonds, euro bonds, or something like Rice Vest, right? Rice Vest, or just a currency that is stable. So I'll give you an example. I had an expense that I was going to be paying for September of last year. I started saving for it in January on Rice Vest, and I was saving. Obviously, Rice Vest comes in dollars, and I was saving for it. In fact, what I was saving wasn't even enough. I'm like, I may not be able to afford this thing by September. So, but instead of me saving like maybe like 100,000, I was saving like 50,000, right? So that's just an example. By the time I saved for that 7-8 months, the first 8 months of the year, the Naira or the dollar had increased so much that when I withdrew the money and I converted it to Naira, I was able to afford it, even though I did not save it in the amount that was supposed to be enough for what I wanted to buy in the first place. I just kept the value of my money in a stable currency where eventually I was able to buy what I wanted to buy at the 9th month, September. So I started saving from January. So this actually helps. So of course, those saving platforms would give you like 10-15%, of your funds, and they are actually they are licensed platforms like Chaka is licensed, Rice Vest is licensed, so you can invest your money there. They are not they're relatively safe, and of course there are some of their products that are volatile. So like they have the stock, they have the real estate, they have the I think they have the mixed, funds, and they have the fixed funds. So if you put your money in the fixed funds, you probably get 10%. If you put your money just in their wallet, you get 8% annually. So once you save those monies in dollars, and by the end of what you need the money for, you convert it plus the 10% they're going to give you, it becomes more than enough for what you want to do. You want to pay rent, you want to pay school fees for your children, you want to pay for a house, you want to pay for a land. I don't care what you want to buy, a new phone, or you want to buy a laptop. If you want to do that, you can definitely keep your money in a currency that is safe so that you're able to afford it. Right? That's the third thing that I did and I do constantly to help me navigate the economic crisis. I keep my funds in a stable currency. So the number four thing that I do to keep my finances healthy in this economy is I save regularly. So I know that I've talked about keeping your funds stable, but how can you keep your funds stable if you don't have funds in the first place? So yeah, from first thing I said, the second thing that I said to what I'm saying now, I feel like you should know that you have to first of all, have a second income, then save maybe the second income or save whatever you get from both incomes to now then invest, and make sure you're investing in a safe investment that is guaranteed to give you a returns and that would help to keep your funds in a stable currency. So you have to save. So there's this pastor that says something about 7 years, the world might there'll be like a new world order, so we should start saving 2/5 of our income. And I started last year, not because I believe what he said, but because it actually makes sense. 2/5 is like 20%. So if you get 100,000 naira, 20% of 100,000 naira is 20,000 naira. You should say 20,000 naira, of which you might think, oh, how much is 100,000? How much is my salary? See, if 100,000 is not enough for you, 80,000 will also not be enough for you. 120,000 would also not be enough for you. Like I said, you have to find a way to dial back on the things that you normally spend money on. You have to find a way to dial back on it, find a way to get things cheaper, get things free, find a way to do things yourself instead of getting people to do it for you and getting money off of you. Find a way to cut down expenses. All the monies that you save doing all of that, it should be up to 20%. Keep it somewhere. So of course, if you cannot, I might be talking from a place of privilege. If your money is not, if you're earning 50k or 30k, the minimum wage, please save 3,000. The 3,000 you save will not significantly add anything to, how you are surviving. If you can survive on 30k, you can survive on 27,000. That's what I want to say, because it's 30,000 is not even enough. So 27 also will not be enough. Just assume that your finances, your funds, your salary is 27,000, because you have to always have savings. I don't care how much you're earning. Let's say 10,000, even if it's 1,000, that 100 naira can be saved from that 1,000 naira. You will always have to have the culture of saving your funds. I save all the time. If you give me money today, the first thing I do is I remove my savings, so that I know that somewhere money is going somewhere. Money is going somewhere. If I do something for you, you're paying me. For the first thing I remove is my savings. Because I know that is my savings is what I'm getting for the future. So you don't eat everything. If you eat all the fruit, how would you have seed to sow for tomorrow? So it's like you're a farmer and you're planting corn, and you got all the corn, right? And you ate all the corn. How would you eat tomorrow if there is no corn, if you have eaten all your seed? So no matter how, if you can eat 3 seeds less from the seed that you have, from the corn that you have. So that's another way that I found that I'm able to have a healthier finance. I'm able to just save whatever amount I have. I'm able to save out of it, and I'm able to invest it and keep it in a stable currency, and I'm able to get my money. So that's how I'm able to cope in this economy. Number 5 way I'm able to have a healthier finance in this economic crisis that we are in Nigeria and even really all over the world is by giving. This might sound strange, but I have to say this. If you give, you will get. So there's just something about giving, and I don't know who you're giving. I don't know if you're giving your pastor. I don't know if you're giving your church. I don't know if you're giving your charity. I don't know if you're giving your family, your parents, your mother. But I know that you should give someone who desires it. So there was a time that I told myself that no matter where I'm going to, if somebody approaches me for something, even if I don't have everything, I will give them out of the thing that I have. So I'm not saying give irresponsibly. Of course, there are times that I wasn't able to keep that, rule for myself. But it just, for me, I feel like when someone comes to meet me, I feel like God sent them. That's how I feel personally. Like if you can choose me out of everyone, maybe you think I'm a fool. I mean, there's always room for that. But I believe personally that, if someone can approach me to ask me for something, then God sent them to me to bless them so that I can be blessed. So I believe if you bless others, others will bless you as well. And I believe if you give to others when they're in need, when you're in need too, people will give to you. So yeah, I'm able to keep my finances healthy by actually, giving back to the society, either to my parents, either to my siblings, either to my church, either to my family. I'm just able to give back to the society one way or the other. And I realize that the more I am disciplining myself to do that, I have like a set percentage of my income that goes to like giving. I realize every time I do that, I see blessings, not from the same person, of course, but all around. So things don't spoil. Like I don't get sick. Maybe that some people say, oh, maybe you live healthier, maybe that's why. But I try to I attribute things like that to giving. I believe you can't even live a happy life if you're not someone who gives others. Like, what's the point of having all these things to yourself? And some people just need just a tiny bit of it. It just makes you more wholesome. Giving actually makes you more wholesome. So that's the way I'm able to have a healthier finance in an economic crisis like the one we're in this country. If this has been helpful, please share, please like first, share to your friends, share to your family, share to your colleagues, share to everyone you know. Subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I need this channel to grow, so please subscribe. We need to get to 500 followers or 500 subscribers. Hello, 50 subscribers is first because we want to start having live Saturdays. We'll have live events, right? So that's something I really want. I've always wanted to have like a live event where people may come physically or online and just party and just talk and just have a conversation and just gist. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share this channel and comment on the video. What do you think? How do you keep your own finances healthy? What do you do? Oh, there's one thing I forgot to say. I actually also pray the word of God. Yeah, that's a bonus point. I pray the word of God on my finances. Yeah, the Lord blesses everything that I do. Yeah, the Lord blesses my hand. The Lord blesses my knitting trough. I think Psalms, is it Psalms? Deuteronomy 28. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28. Go and read it if you want blessings for what you do. The Lord blesses your knitting trowel. The Lord blesses your instrument of work. The Lord blesses. See, it's just like a whole lot of blessings. So yeah, Deuteronomy 28 is what I actually read. Yeah, it's very important because we can share all these other logical things, but the spiritual controls the physical world, so it's very important I share that as well. So yeah, that's just a bonus point. Just remember that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this particular episode, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.